Cool. Okay, so I am going to introduce the announcement post now. So again, just as a reminder, this is going to be one of the most important parts of your launch. It's a thing that you will share with your current free readers to say that you're going paid. It's the thing that you're going to link to in all of your social media posts saying so, and it'll reaffirm your publication's mission. Like a manifesto, it rallies readers around your story, your motivation, and your goals. So again, it might seem complicated, but there are really three simple parts to make these intentions crystal clear. Number one, your announcement post should say that you have big news to share. Tell your readers upfront that you're launching paid subscriptions. Don't bury the lead. Maybe use like a celebratory image or graphic. Use a big bold header. You want people to know like pretty immediately that you have something big and they should keep reading to find out what that is. The second thing that you should definitely say in your announcement post is this is why your publication is important. Spotlight the mission of your publication, explain why paid subscriptions matter to you as a writer. Maybe you're a freelancer and this provides stable income. Maybe it's about valuing independent journalism in a news environment where there isn't a lot of it. Maybe it's about providing like financial security so you can pursue your passion, or helping you invest in resources for high quality reporting like traveling and things like that. So that's the second bit. And finally, the third part of this formula is telling these prospective subscribers, here is the kind of work that you will be supporting. So that means listing very clearly both what free subscribers and what paid subscribers are going to get for you, in addition to your gratitude, of course. And so maybe it's that free readers will get one essay every week, but paid readers might also get a deep dive on a particular business, or maybe they'll get access to special community threads or something like that. So these are the three key components. Of course, you want to state that in your voice however you want, but as long as those things are clear, it should all be good. There are also some extra elements that you can include for an announcement post. So in addition to the main manifesto, you could also include, definitely have multiple subscribe buttons. I think sometimes people forget to put those in because it seems less important, but I would have one at the top and one at the bottom somewhere. Just make sure that when people are excited, they immediately have somewhere they can put in their email and subscribe for updates. I would also really strongly recommend having an eye-catching thumbnail image. And this is because whenever you share your link to your announcement on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever, there's going to be a thumbnail image that pops up and you want to have something there so it's not just blank. There are a few other things that you could include, and this really varies a bit, but maybe that is your publishing schedule of what days of the week you publish, how often, explanation of price tiers. So monthly, annual, founding, we'll go into that more. Maybe it's a bit of personal background story for who you are, why you started this Substack, reader testimonials from current subscribers telling everybody else how awesome your writing is. And we've also seen some folks do a discount code for, say, like if you subscribe in the first week, you can get 20% off. And that can also be an effective way of creating some sort of limited time offer for the earliest supporters of your work. So let's walk through a couple examples of announcement posts that I thought did a really good job. The first one is the Substack Intercalation Station, which writes about the science and the industry of batteries. So they used their paid launch to celebrate a key moment. So they went paid on their 1-year anniversary. And so reaffirming that first step, they used an eye-catching banner image and a big header to show that they have news to share. Like the intercalation is 1 year old. Next, they tell you why their mission is important, clarifying the mission of the publication. Could we go to the next slide? So it's about communicating technical research, informing real science, connecting the battery community to support career development, supporting the environmental movement. It sort of places your Substack in broader social context to show why it matters so much. And then finally, they remind both old readers as well as brand new visitors what exactly they're going to get with a paid subscription. For example, one of their paid subscription benefits is these one-pager deep dives into like the hottest startups in the battery industry. And they are particularly clear about this. They use these headers, they use the numbering, etc. Oh, and finally, they include the pricing just to be really upfront about it and a discount code for the first 10 days. Here's another example of an announcement post. So this one is a little bit of a different style. It's from the Action Cookbook newsletter, which is from Scott Hines. It's about food, sports, some personal essay stuff. It's a little bit less of an industry focus and more of like a personal writing style. Scott introduces his paid subscriptions as like a reintroduction to readers old and new. He's like, here's what I write, here's who I am and my background, and like here's a bit of how I got started. And I think like establishing that personal connection, especially because some folks might have heard this story before, but a lot of readers will not have, does a lot for him to tee up why it's so important to subscribe. One thing that I really like is that he uses these big headers, like these headlines, like, so what happens next, to guide readers' eyes, to tell them that something big is happening, that there's an announcement being made, that he's going to go paid. He also clearly explains the pricing, the subscriber benefits like serialized storytelling and access to archives. And then he closes the announcement post with a thank you to his readers, a big subscribe button, and a call to action. If we go to that one. So these are the subscription benefits. And then lastly, we have the subscribe button. So if you are excited by that, here's where you put your email.